What's up guys, YST here and welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video. And I've been away for around 5 days or so it feels really great to be back. And there's lots of things going on in the game. We got the Forge Pass, we got champion skins, and also, who remembers that Void Tower that was sitting locked in the dungeons? Something really magical or crazy has happened to it, but let's talk about that a little bit later on. But first and foremost, how is everyone doing today? Hope you're keeping well. And let's have a look at this Forge Pass. Now, I've seen a lot of people have been really underwhelmed with the rewards, and I'm not here to rant about it. This is not a rant video. Let's just talk reasonably about the topics of today's video. So in terms of rewards, let's have a look. So we have got... Okay, so the instinct stones are going to be the kind of materials we need to forge them in the forge, right? We'll have a look at the price in a second. So I'm seeing some XP boosts. We got some silver, some glyphs, chaos ores, which I think is a bit... Honestly, I think they rate them higher than they are. Now, in the end game, can it be really great? Of course. But it can also be really bad as well. So it's a bit of RNG, right? So legendary instinct stones. Okay. First glance, it's a bit underwhelming. I wish there was a bit more in here. Okay. So get gold pass. How much is this going to cost? 20 bucks. Alright, so this one here is the one where you have to literally start from ground zero, do the milestones and the missions to attain your rewards, right? If you want a bit of a jump start, you purchase this one. Now, if I remember correctly, this one's not worth doing because you can pretty much grind this yourself, right? And who's in a rush to get a few glyphs that we can farm faction wars every single day for? And just these first bit here, you're not even getting the speed glyphs as well. So, unless you really want to grind some instinct stones today, which I don't think you should, just buy this one if you are going to buy the Forge Pass and just grind these missions. Like, these aren't too bad. What is this? Win 3 epic or legendary artifacts, classic arena, and summon 10 champions from shards. What's these ones? Place 150 debuffs on enemies in classic arena, 75 artifacts, heal 100 times in campaign battles, includes lifesteal. Okay. See, this is the thing, like, it's not like you spend the 20 and you just get the rewards. It's like a battle pass, forge pass kind of thing, right? So it's just more time out of your day. And I feel like with fusions and just your daily grind, you really got to sit and assess, do I have the time to sit and do more missions for some subpar rewards? Because I tell you what, this instinct legendary artifact set, it's nothing insane. Like, there's savage gear, there's lethal gear and stuff like that in the game already. This is something where I think it kind of benefits mid-game players that's trying to ignore defense whilst trying to attain some speed, right? Because this is a 4-piece set. I don't know, what do you guys think about this? For me personally, I think it's a little bit overpriced. I would like to see this at around $10 to $15. And this bit here, I just don't think this is... There's no value in this. Like, you finished it early, hooray. But there's nothing to show for it, like a champion, like a Whirling Frost King, or some avatars, or some skins. It's just resources. So I'd say save your real life resources and money. If you want to go for it, go for this one and keep it stepping, pretty much. I'm not going to be buying this. I was going to say I'm going to do it for content. I just don't think there's any content in this. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you guys want to see me heal 100 times in the thing? I don't even use the sparring pit. Like, I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea. And if it's not going to excite me, I'm not going to go for it. If there was something a bit of a, maybe a champion skin in here or something, I would have definitely gone for it, to be honest with you guys. Also, it's 4 weeks, so half the time at the battle pass, so yeah. Let's not ramble on about that too much. Lots more juicy things I want to talk about. Okay, so we got the Coldheart in the game, which we've had from the start, of course, but I'm referring to champion skins. I know I'm a bit late to the party, but how cool do these look? So we've got the Necrobia skin and the Pyroclast skin. Now, if I was to think, why would they do this? I would say Fire Knight for the fire one, and then the spider. Of course, it looks like a spider, right? And that's kind of the two places where we like to use our cold hearts. So I really like that they're sticking with the theme of the most popular places that we're going to be using cold heart, right? So I'm a big fan. Now, if you're looking at your cold heart from behind, just like this, I'm not seeing too much difference between these two, right? So if they are at a reasonable price, which if I was to put my money on it, guessing right now, I'm going to say 25 for this one and 20 for this one. I know it's not what we want to hear or what I want to hear. Just something like according to the other skins like the Lamia's Prophet, etc. I just think that's the kind of price range we're looking at. Now, if I see 15 for this one, even though it's still a bit overpriced, I think I'm going to get it because I really do like this skin. And Coldheart is one of my favorite champions in the game. So, yeah, if this is 15, I'd probably get it. This one I'd like to see $5 to $10. If it is around 5 to 10, I personally won't buy it because I think when you're actually playing with it, it doesn't look too much different, in my opinion. But still a really cool, sleek looking skin, for sure. Alright, so, alright. Why is this popping up? There's nothing even going on, right? Whoa, there is stuff going on. We got the fusion. So, have they got the thing in game? Let's have a look. I'm saving the best till last because it's kind of something I want to talk about for a bit of a while, so... Alright, Gaius the Gleeful. Alright, so here's the fragments. We can get 155 in total. And I assume that's going to be from hitting the milestones at the top and becoming first in your tournament groups. Of course, most of them is going to be champion trainings, champion chase, and summon rush events. And we've actually got a pretty cool 10x, right? Going on this weekend with like Kaimar's, Duchess, and all of that good stuff. So at least we're not like wasting our shards this weekend. Hopefully you guys have enough to do it anyway, because I think he's a pretty sweet champion. He's got a lot going for him, with like the bombs, etc. Yeah, and he looks pretty cool. I just wish he was in Demon Spawn, because he looks like one. Okay then, so if you guys remember the dungeon map, and it's pretty much been the same for a really long time, right? As long as I remember, this Void Tower, Sky Peak, whatever it is, has been sitting here, and we've all speculated. We first thought it was going to be the Doom Tower, then it wasn't the Doom Tower, and we've got the Forge Pass, so obviously it's not nothing to do with the Forge. And why do I mention Forge? Why did that come out my mouth? So let's take this off, and this is actually what it's looking like now since the recent update. It has now turned red. Does this mean that this is going to be something that we're going to be seeing in the near future? Now, I want you guys in the comment section to kind of theory craft in a sense with me of what this could be. Now, if we look up here, it's actually got silver coins, which you could see from the previous one. Let me just throw that one more time. So it's a bit more clear. There's silver coins up here. Now, if we was to think logically, I'd like to say it's close to it, potential silver farming. But then I was thinking, what else has come in the game which is red? And I'm going to be showing a lot of screenshots and stuff. Now, who remembers the Hydra boss? The thing that we do not like to use. I've actually got a few rewards. Let's just claim this up. Alright, there we go. But if we do the higher difficulties here. Mythical artifacts. Now, that's the only thing that I could think that's red in game, right? And we really know that they love the Forge, of course, because we got the Forge Pass. Now, could this new dungeon that's been sitting there for ages be a way to kind of craft mythical artifacts? Now, it would kind of make sense. Forge Pass, everyone loves the Forge, right? And also, mythical artifacts are already available to attain through one area of the game, which is the Hydra boss. If I was to guess what this thing is going to be, I don't want to say the wrong thing here, but I think it's going to be a kind of tower system again, very similar to the Doom Tower. It can be limited because we're seeing limited modes with these dungeons here. Opens on Sunday, opens on Friday, etc. So could this be every 24 hours we can climb a floor and you get to 100 floors, and then every 10th floor we get some fragments towards mythical artifacts. Now, depending on the resources that we're using, as long as it's not energy, I'll be completely fine with that, right? Maybe a key system similar to the Doom Tower, or I don't know, but Another thing that it could be is another way to get gems. I think it's a bit of a silly idea because gems, if they wanted to upgrade this, they could just do level 3 to 6. So they don't need a whole dungeon for that. But it does look the same as the fragments on here than it did in the dungeons, right? So what I would like it to be, I would love it to be a silver kind of way to get silver in this game, because we know that it's a big issue and leveling up gear takes up so much resources. So what I'd like to see is potentially some gems, some silver, some fragments for mythical artifacts, and potentially mythical champion fragments. Now, could this completely change the game? I think it could. Do I think it's a great idea to bring it in? Possibly not, but you guys let me know. But there's also been that kind of luring thing for the past year of mythical shards. And I really feel like this is in a step of that direction. Like, why change this? Now, there was a video on Nub Raids, there was a video with J Gigs and some advertisements from Raid themselves talking about these red shards. So let me just bring up something else for you guys. So let's just take this back up. We're not talking about this void tower, but look at this image here. Now, I like to save images of advertisements that Raid do over time. And this was one that really caught my attention. Now, at first glance, I thought, pretty funny, right? The Matrix, red pill, and blue pill. Okay? That's what it's pretty much representing here. But I've seen so many, like, advertisements with, like, red shards and people are data mining. And I'm seeing these pictures floating around a lot. And now they've changed the Sky Peak dungeon to have red instead of the purple how it was before. Now, could they have intended the Void Tower to be there before? Of course. But Mythical's just coming to the game and I don't know. Now, what do you think could actually be in these shards if they was to ever come out? Could it be something like an improved chance to get a legendary? Maybe in this shard, you're able to summon all rarities. So voids and like normal champions in one. I have no idea. I don't want to speculate on too much, but this is something I kind of picked up on by seeing those red shards. Now, this was another image that I seen from when the Vlad the Nightborn fusion came out. And this is the Sky Peak as well. And I just feel like something's really luring towards this. Like, I tried to look at it. It's like, I'm seeing a few like red things coming up here. But that just could just be Volcano, right? Or something like that. But he's fully red. It looks like this is exploding like a kind of shard. And now it's changed into a red thing. Like, I don't know. It could be a really cool lore story. So yeah, that is the dungeon that I really wanted to talk about. Let me know your thoughts on the Forge, etc. The champion skins and all of that good stuff. Any special pack offers going on? That's pretty reasonable. I'm not a big fan of when they spread them out. Just give it to us. But I guess this isn't too bad in terms of value. 1 sacred shard, 2 voids, some ancients, and some energy. Anything else in here? Jade Serpent and the Lamia is still floating about. And this just looks like terrible value in my opinion. Like 7 5-star chickens, 4 tomes, and 3 sacreds. Not something I would buy, but it is what it is. So yeah, that's going to be all for the video. I'm glad to be back. And let me know your thoughts on all of these things. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.